baby, yeah!
Hey guys, what is going on? This is Anime Love. I know it's been a while since you guys have gotten a video from me, but there's been a lot going on with me, so
You will tell us, and you will tell us now.
it's taken some time. One of the reasons I haven't made any videos recently is because my computer was actually having some issues, and come to find out, it ended up having malware. So I had to purchase some antivirus stuff, and once I did that, cleared it right up, computer's working fine again. But then when I get that working, then I noticed that my 4K camera wasn't working the way it was supposed to.
Damn!
So I had to go and get my replacement, which I already had and stuff, but I had to go grab that and switch it out and stuff like that. It's just a lot going on, man.
You gonna cry? You gonna cry? You gonna... Huh?
What are you?
Huh? You're gonna squirt some? You gonna
really
cry?
don't think
Huh? Yes.
But nonetheless, I've gotten it all taken care of, and I'm back for now. I just want to give you guys a little bit of content, man. So let's go ahead and do that. So one thing I wanted to talk about in regards to Versus, and one of my subscribers asked me this, I believe it was XJ, asked me what I thought about the Volume 6 cover for Versus. So let's go ahead and discuss it. So when we look at the Volume 6 cover, like when you first look at it, it's cool, right? It's got a nice balance to it as far as the colors go and stuff, and it's very legible. I actually think this is one of the most legible ones of recent that has a lot of characters in it. I felt like Volume 5 and hell, even Volume 4 to a certain extent, it was kind of hard to make out certain things that were going on. But with Volume 6, you can kind of tell what's going on. So a couple things that I'm noticing in here is in the background, right? Let's kind of talk about the background first. If you really pay attention to the background, for one, you're going to see the hands of the Mad God, Yaotsu. So you're going to see at the top, you're going to see his hand that's covered in black, kind of similar to mine. And then at the bottom, you're going to see his other hand that's kind of covered in white, and it's holding the flowers and filigree and whatnot. So I really like that aspect. You really don't notice it unless you pay attention. And then at the very top, beneath that hand, we see a image of Jachi. I really, really like how they focus a lot on Jachi. I think Jachi's a super cool character, and I really like getting as many images of Jachi as we can. He looks cool in the image. I really wonder, and I wonder if you guys have wondered this at all, Jachi has the third eye in his forehead, and I wonder what does that do for him, but maybe we'll see that later. And then on the other side of the image, we see kind of like the side back end of one of the newer robots that we've been seeing, the specialized obliteration unit robots. We kind of see a side view of its head. Those robots are really cool, so I really like how they put that in there. I just don't like how we only get the kind of side view. I would have liked to have gotten a more legible image, a more, like with more going on than just the side view there. Another thing that we see in the background is the parasitic worm. Okay, so this isn't just any parasite. This is the, I think it was referred to as like the super parasite worm or whatever that had developed in the outlaw base when it took over the body of the Gaia's Wrath bear and took over the giants and a lot of the outlaws. It just absorbed all of these powerful creatures as well as people, and it just made it extremely strong and extremely dangerous. So we see that parasitic worm there, and that was really cool. And so I really like how Kiyotaro Azuma put the parasitic worm in the cover, because that was a really important character for this volume. And then we see an image of Zabi, and Zabi's looking like he's getting ready for the parasitic worm, the very similar image we saw of him in the chapter. We see a gentleman from the disastrous metropolis, and we see, I think her name is Heidi. I think they've changed her name a couple times, so I don't really know what her name is. But that makes sense because he was the one who discovered that Heidi, or Haji, whatever her name is, that she is in fact a neo-human. So I really like those two images right there. She's so skinny and frail, so to think that she is a neo-human and she was able to essentially murder all of those outlaws it's really interesting. And then above that, we have the image of one of the outlaws. It looks like one of the brothers that were on top of the Titans, using them as, like mindless bots and stuff. Looks like he's holding the firearm from the Cursed Land, which is a very powerful weapon. There's a lot of things here. And then also, if you pay attention to the background, you'll see the spheres all around in this cover, which are the spheres, I believe, that Naruto uses to keep an eye on the other demon lords and kind of see what's going on in the world from his fortress. So I thought that was really cool. And then lastly, and I just noticed this myself, if you look at the filigree that kind of wraps around these characters at the top left, you actually see the eyes from the Mad God in the filigree. So I think that's really, really cool. Wow. I'm noticing the wings. There's a lot of feather wings in the filigree. Kind of makes me wonder, like, does the Mad God have some kind of like majestic transformation where he develops wings? Almost like he kind of turns into like an angel-ish type deal. Like angels and demons, like when he's nice or in a good mood, he's like an angel. But then, when he gets upset, he like becomes like a demon-esque. Really cool, man. So yeah, I really like this volume cover. A lot going on. I think it covers a lot of everything that takes place within the story. Oh wow, I'm not even noticing. Actually, if you look right below Jachi, it's behind the word verses. And of course, we're looking at a Japanese version of this volume cover because we don't have the English version yet. But if you look right behind the far right below Jachi, it looks like there's actually a really small image, or a really faint image, of Roya Roach, the 38th Demon Lord. She's right below Jachi. So that's really interesting. I did not know that she was also on the cover. And you guys got to forgive me. If there's something else that I am missing in this image, I do apologize. But yeah, overall, I like the image. I think it's really cool. It's really interesting. Now, don't get me wrong. When I first saw it, I wasn't like, wow, like, holy crap, that's an amazing image. I want to say the best volume covers that we've gotten from Versus so far is probably Volume 2. I think Volume 2 looks really cool. And I would say Volume 4. And honestly, though, really the only reason I really like Volume 4 cover is because it's got Jachi on the front. It shows all his muscles and shows him in great detail and stuff. So I really like Volume 4 as well. So Volume 2 and Volume 4 are my most favorite covers so far. I would say this one would probably be the third. I think this is one of the third. I like Volume 1 too. But yeah, so you guys let me know in the comments, what are your favorite volume covers in order for Versus? And again, let me know if I missed anything on this cover. But overall, a good cover. If I were to rate it, 1 through 10, I would give this I'd give it a 7, maybe a 7.5. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Again, it's not wowing me, but it's pretty good. All right. Well, that's it for this one, man. I just wanted to kind of answer the question of XJ, one of my subscribers, and just give my thoughts on what I think about this volume cover. I do think it's really cool. Man, we're in December now, guys. It is December 5th. So we can expect a new chapter this month. Thank God. And I'm really looking forward to it. But in the meantime, I would try to give you guys a little bit of Versus content, okay? All right. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Bye.